He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now he'll look to throw it. This one left side caught by Gibson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. First down, how to throw. Going right back to Dotson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Patterson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to troop a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
He'll try again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ridder, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Second down and a run by Robinson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers,
Hal loses it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Come on, set, field, flat. Hurry. 6, 7.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts from 19 yards away. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
On the set.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strike 60. Strike 2.
They'll look to throw here. This one caught by Ridley. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Down.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it up. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
They're going to try and throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. He's got room at the 30. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Patterson running between the tackles. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line.
Both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd down. Howell now. Out route here. He finds Turner. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run with Gibson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And this will be taken at the 13. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it will be Falcon football.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Go green. Go red. Black ultra. Black duck. White.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third and long, here's Howell. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Fourth down, Howell. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About to have the Falcons offense at the line. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
They'll give it to Patterson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 3. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but it just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he will find Ridley on the left side.
Now, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
97.
Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Faking the handoff, Howell. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Able to connect with Dotson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver, because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down.
The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second-half blowout material.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
2nd and 4. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This pass into the hands of Turner. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's the game of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Off play action. It's Howell. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And this is caught. It's Brown. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Howell. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And now here is another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Brian Edwards, 36 yards. And the Falcons start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Washington takes over at their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll go play action. Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his quarterback position. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he doesn't have a lot of time to throw the football. I like the way I said that, in his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. Now Patterson to start the drive. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Right. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second down throw for Howell. This one left side caught by Gibson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing here, Howell. And he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates...
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Green Jack. Yellow. Slide blue. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Red. Blaster, 6. Red, cycle.
He'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QB is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Powell with one final shot. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all 0 showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game.